Carolyn Dube here. Today I'm sharing some questions that I get. Now, one question that I get a lot is, how do I find the courage to use my art supplies? Not just buy them and have them, but actually use them. And the answer is play. Now, another question that I get is, how do I get over my creative blocks? I just feel stuck and it's just not, how do I get over that, right? Well, my answer to that is play. And how? Another question I get so often is, how do I break free from all that perfectionism? And you guessed it, the answer is play. You see, play is the answer to all of these things. And it's a great answer, but the next thing that I get asked is, how? How do you play? If you're not already playing, how do you get to that point? Well, to help you with that, I have created Art Play Live, Embracing the Freedom of Play. Now, this is a live workshop, but it's a little different from my other workshops because this is going to be held on Zoom, which means it's like a great big video call, so we'll be there face to face. So that means you get to ask me your questions live. And this workshop is focused on play, not on any specific technique. So what that means is what I'm covering in this workshop works for any kind of creative endeavor. Whether you're doing mixed media or watercolor or pastels or collage or card making, whatever you do, because this is about play, it applies to everything. So the strategies that I'm sharing in the 4 live calls, again, will apply to anything. So that means the supplies that you need are the ones you already have. So you don't need to get any special supplies for this. You just need to use whatever you have on hand. Now, these calls are going to happen on Mondays starting June 10th, and it'll be 4 weeks, and it's going to happen at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, so New York time. And with these, you can be there live or you can watch the recording. If you want to be there live, it's going to be hosted on Zoom, and I have a link down below where you can also find out how to test and see how does Zoom work. If you're not familiar with that video conferencing, they have a great way for you to go through step by step and see what it's like and test it out on your device, mobile or desktop. So how are these calls structured? Each call has 3 parts. In the first part, I'm going to explain the strategy, and then in the second part, you're going to see that strategy in action. You're going to see how to apply that when you're making and creating so that it can take you to a playful place. And then the last part of each call is the question and answer part. That's where you get to ask me questions and you get an answer right then and there. Because it's being a video call, what that means is we are face to face talking to each other. Our first call together is about how to be playful. And in there, I share with you 3 questions that I go to all the time that guide me so that I don't get stuck, I don't get overwhelmed, I don't get paralyzed. Those 3 questions are a great way to get playful quickly. Our second session is all about the biggest obstacle to play. And it's not what you think it is. But once you move that obstacle out of the way, wow, do the floodgates open up. Our third call is about breaking the chains of overthinking, how to get those voices that are in your way in your head to quiet down so that you can enjoy playing. And the last call is about letting loose and tapping into the joy of play. Now, I will tell you that this will reduce stress for you. Play does that. And when you reduce your stress, it also helps you just feel happier. Join me and be empowered. Be less self-critical and have fun using your art supplies with Art Play Live, Unleashing the Freedom of Play. Now, this $99 workshop includes 4 Zoom live calls, each lasting about an hour, hour and a half. There's also lifetime access to the classroom where there are recordings of each one of the calls so that you can watch them as many times as you wish. And you can do this on desktop or mobile. And of course, there is a Facebook group. And it is optional. You do not have to be on Facebook to be a part of this workshop, but there will be a private Facebook group just for participants of this workshop. You can find all the details and registration links down below, and I'm looking forward to seeing you on the call.